Special match online. Great match. Casual match. Comes a new challenger. Casual match. Special match. Online special match. Versus. Practice versus practice versus online arcade online casual match. Here comes a new challenger.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves. Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Looking for the throw attempt. Anticipates the overhead. We're still early in the round. Both fighters have plenty of help. Where's this match gonna go? Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Low heavy. Downs him. Throw is escape. Brushes off the throw. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. Knockdown. Grabs him. Eye on the air. Throws to get around their defense. Blocks the heavy low. Where is their opening? Experiencing burnout. Sonic boom. Time to reassess the situation. Taking stock. This is the ideal range to utilize a fireball game. All right, what's coming next? Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? Both of them are low on health and they are playing very cautiously right now. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Classic spinning bird kick. And tech the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Connects with the medium kick. That throw is not gonna reach. The jump in is denied. This throw is gonna leave him wide open. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Belting them with the lightning kick. A quick breather. Looking for a chance. Drive gauge gap here. Checks him with the boom. Play experiencing burnout. Don't mind me. Just making a flowchart over here. Connects with the medium kick. Rolls out the Sobot. Both fighters have perfect read with the anti-air. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player one is in a very good... That was a huge stun. They need to capitalize on this chance and go in for the kill. Holding it out with a super arc. Nice and clean. Player one gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Holds out with the block. Checks him with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. Down. Player two is mixing it up and has him shaking in the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to bait the jump? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are such good ground game tools, but you gotta be careful they don't get jumped. Player two, maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Takes a trip. Impacts a no-go. Lifts the throw. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player two has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Gotta be careful not to risk the KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Block. Secures the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Throws a fireball. The fireball game is so solid right now, their opponent can't get a good read to jump in. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Player one is dominating this round. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Don't mind me, just making a flowchart over here. No mix-up and oh, what a rush! Light lead here, but it's still anyone's game. The drive impact doesn't work. Throws a fireball. Ooh, burnout activates. Player two, too slippery to get a handle on. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. Oh, there's a burnout. They gotta go. Here comes the corner pressure. Eats it. Will they go all in with this is gonna kill? No doubt about it. Nuh-uh, that win wasn't luck. It was 100% planned.
Final round.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out on top in this final round? Shows the medium kick. Links it. Kicking it like Chun-Li. Wow. What a defensive display to shut down the counter hard. Throws him. Amazing. Throw heavy. Are we going to see? The throw is denied. They hit the drive. Yo, critical one now? You're done. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Pokes with the medium kick. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Lots of aggression from both sides. Starts off zoning with Fireball. The Fireball game is so solid right now, their opponent can't get a good read to jump them. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 is working with less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any hits. Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Round 2. Fight.
Sonic plays the fish for a reaction. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Smart play with the throw. Medium kick hits. Pokes with the medium kick. There's a change of sides. Checks with the medium kick. So spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. They're going for the super up. Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. Adds a little spice with the overdrive. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback. That was a well-placed projectile. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Blocks the heavy low. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. You can use a drive rush like that to keep control of the pressure. What are they thinking here? Player 2 chases him down. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big roll reaching heavy. Checks him with the projectile. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow. Oh, burnout activates. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without the drive gate. Going in? Ooh, avoids a dangerous corner situation. It's there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so intense, a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. How will this impact them? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Medium kick hits. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Throws him. Before throw in the corner for the pressure. Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage. Down and out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
The low kick hits. Connects with the throw. Connects with the medium kick. Uses their drive gauge. Player 1 with the lead. They're going to end it quick. Raw super art income. Excellent read. Player 2, what a smart throw. Taking Chuck too slippery to get a handle on. A jump? Genius play to escape the throw. Drives the low kick. Close range projectile. Jump! Jump! Nothing stops this train. Oh, what a rush! What now? Anti-air in the clutch. What are they gonna do?
Things are very tense as this exchange continues.
Sonic boom. Sonic
Let's
boom.
loose a boom.
Sonic boom.
What a statement with that fireball. Okay, here we go. They gotta find something to work with here. Sonic blade to force a turn.
Sonic boom.
Boom. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash. Everyone knew what they are done. Player one clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? The low's blocked. Medium kick hits. Classic spinning bird kick.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Gets a chance with the jump in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are such good ground game tools, but you gotta be careful they don't get jumped. Player 1, maintaining the corner pressure forcing. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Taking stock. Life lead is opening up, but that can still fail. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Sonic boom. Checks them with the projectile. Throws them. What's next? Medium kick. Nails the anti-air. There's a war going on in the middle of the stage. Medium kick hits. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Shows the medium kick. Soul takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Opts to continue laying on the pressure with the drive rush. Tail experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Blocks the look of kick hit. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Checks him with the boom. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Barely blocks the jump-in. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Oh, springs forward with the drive rush. Below. Okay, here we go. Oh, what a rush. Player 2, more fuel on the fire. Hook him up. Oh, this super rush changed the makeup of this match. Player 1, go. Critical right now. Here comes the corner press. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. The low's blocked. Medium kick. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Sonic boom. Throws a fireball. Rolls out the Sobot. The low doesn't connect.
Still early in the round. Still very early in the round. Both looking for an opening. They want to get in to do damage. Lots of aggression from both sides.
They trade. Checks them with the projectile.
The fireball game is so solid right now, their opponent can't get a good read to jump it.
Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. In a dire situation. Ooh, burnout activates. Player 2 kick hits. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Sonic boom. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent.
Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are such good ground game tools, but you gotta be careful they don't get jumped.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Rolls out, takes the hit, and keeps on trucking. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Oh my God, we got a stun. Going in? Crowns it from above. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Juicy opportunity now. We'll tap the close. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Checks him with the boom. Throws a fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. The low block. Blinks it. Hazashu. Oh, you never know what can happen here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very perilous. Uses their drive gauge. Quick medium pose. Oh, plot twist. Throws him. Yo, what's next? Sticks out a kick. The low kick hits. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's see some stylish action. The clutch throw escape. Looking for a hole. Genius play to escape the throw. Player 1 needs to use their drive. Blinks it. Amazing. He tech those. Solid anti-air. Reads the jump in perfect. One of them tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. The next touch may decide this round. Boom. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Perfect read with the anti-air. Perfect input too. Butter with it. The Houdini won't block. Oh, damn. Are you for real? Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Let's loose a boom. The classic spinning bird kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Using moves out of drive rush for advantage is good for creating new chances. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Shoots off a fireball up close. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Heading into the end game now. It's getting to KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Jumps up. Checks them with the projectile. The fireball game is so solid right now, their opponent can't get a good read to jump. Sonic boom. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Somersault kick, a quick breather. No mix-up as the low heavy is blocked. What's coming next? Wow, they are reading each other so well. Blocks the low heavy and the classic spinning bird kick. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Medium kick hits. Drive gauge gap here. Ooh, burnout activates. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Checks with the medium kick. Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford it. Adds a little spice with the overdrive. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Sonic blade for some cover fire. Could be looking to start something. Oh, plot twist! A real test of nervousness. She shreds him with the critical arc. Such a smart play to go for that in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win. Up her up, baby. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It is not over. They want that run back. How is it going to unfold? Checks with the medium kick. Sonic boom. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. They're still early in the round. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Back that jump nicely. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge, taking stock. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Knockdown. Goes to the overdrive. Sonic boom. There's space to make something happen here. It's there! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fireballs right out of the gate. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Jumps in. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Shows the medium kick. Classic spinning bird kick. Checks with the medium kick. SAE experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. The low heavy is denied. Barely blocks the jump in. Barely hanging on. They have to optimize their drive usage. Looking for a chance. Adds a little spice with the overdrive. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Oh, plot twist. Scoops for the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Gets scooped from down low. Great pokes, perfect range to zone the opponent. The feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. The low's blocked. There's a burnout. What a smart throw! Both sides, risky play, but it pays off. Getting up close and personal. Sonic play for some cover fire. This is gonna hurt. What now? Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Close range projectile. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash. Somehow, man, too slippery to get a handle on. The pressure must be driving them nuts. Boom! They both decide to ease the tension and hit the drive. Lots of distance here. Who's waiting when they're looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? There's a burnout. Oh, damn! They picked this time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it.
Summer!
No, you can't do that to me, baby. You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack if you keep flexing like that. Player one clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Let's lose the boom. Medium kick. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to fill out the situation. Still filling each other out. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Can't decide who's gonna stay in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Turns the drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. This is the takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player two is gonna have to wait for their drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap, but will this super art connect? Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an open. Player one can't use any more drive without burning out. Pulls out the Sobot. It's there! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Checks him with the boom. Zones with the fireball. Whips out the blade to creep up. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Plenty of life, a full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize the drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Jumps in, reads their mind, and hits the throw. Wow, they are reading each other so well. Big throw. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. The low heavy is experiencing burnout. Wrecks him. Between the wall and a hard plate. And they're stunned. They get the stun. This is a huge hit there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all your chances. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Gets in a Hazanshu. You can use a drive rush like that to keep control of the pressure. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big low reaching heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player one chases him down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Just go for it at this range. Player two has completely used all their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. It's there! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Sonic Boom throws the fireball. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Who gain control of the match in the early going? Big throw. Throw option always good for the damage. Player two will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Player two has a slight life lead. Genius read. The back and forth reads are unreal. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be mindful of reach and jumping if it springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Zones with the fireball. They're going for the super hard Sonic Hurricane. Great coverage, solid choice. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Medium kick. Goes for the fireball. Oh, what a run! Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player two gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.
First online. Here comes a new challenger.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
Mission started. I'll take on all of you. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking how their opponent reacts to the fireball. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Takes the jump in. Shaking stop. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Rolls out the Sobot. Life lead opens up. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps!
Rookie mistake.
Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sneaks in above. All right, who's gonna swing first? Impact shut out. Forcefully closes the gap. Oh, we've seen this episode before. Going in? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Oh, whiz. What'll happen here? Oh, what a read to block the drive, planting trees and people with the power driver. A quick breathe. They're going for the super arc. Closing it out with the super arc. Nice and clean. Pops them like a cork on New Year's with that decisive finish. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Projectile to try to change the situation. Counter hit throw there. Down. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on it if they want to win this match. Very solid corner switch. Burnout is triggered, taking stock. Light lead opens up. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump in at this range. Throws a projectile. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Pressure is so intense here. Sonic blade to fish for a reaction. Couldn't shake the projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above. There's the drive impact. That's gonna lead to a juicy punch counter. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Wants the side switch instead of the damage. Goes for it all, but just misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Perfect read with the drive parry. Target lock and scoop. What now? Jump swoop. Nothing but air. Back to the butterfingers. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Oh my God, did they just tuck it away? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Summer! You're done. Player 1 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W to that column.
Casual match. Special versus practice. Battle Roll. Get in there! Comes a new challenger.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
Let's get this mission started.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Checks with the projectile. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Looking to direct traffic with a fireball. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Player 2 has used up all their drive. Gotta hold out here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Player 2, nice KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Boxing with the target combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack leaves you at a disadvantage, so it's better to try an anti-air instead. Player 1 needs to takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their new gen right hits. Good damage option there. Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage. Gen right kick for a mix-up. Yo, what's next? Blocks the low kick, goes fishing and lands the count. Player 2 closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. How's this? Somersault kick to take them head on. Player 1
lead. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? What now? Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. E-Tech though. They changed Lily to risk it for the overdrive. Wow, okay. Escapes the corner. Nothing stops this train. Burns out. Player 2 is in there's a burnout. Both sides getting ready. Sets up with the jump in. Target combo in 2. Will this super art do anything? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Pops them like a cork on New Year's with that decisive finish. Player 1 puts a big win on the resume. They should get some extra points for that one. These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
Fight!
Bouncing from above. Rider pack doesn't work. Quick draw McGraw with the maracas. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Oh, what a flex down. Charging up, closing it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It eats it. Nothing stops this train. Fireball press. There's a drive impact. Down and out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
Round 2. Fight!
Butterfinger! Shinju Hadouken! Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is the smart meter management. Solid anti-air, scrapping it out up close. Watching each other carefully. Who'll make the first move? You know we paid to get in here, right? Medium kick hits. Drive impact misses. Don't mind me, making a flowchart over there. The next interaction is really gonna set the pace. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dangerous range here. Keeps him out. Barely blocks the jump in. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Patches out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. You're done.
Well fought!
Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1. Fight!
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Sticks the jump in.
You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in.
They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Maybe time for a new game plan. Both fighters reflecting a bit. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Player 1 chases them down. All right, what's coming next? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Holds out with the block. Super armor does its job. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big low reaching heavy. Gets the jump in.
Throws to get around their defense.
Taking stock. Life lead opens up.
Gets the counter hit throw.
Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Will tap the closer. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Jumps up. All right, who's gonna swing first? Nails the anti-air. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Medium kick hits. Checks with the medium kick. Okay, created some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 2 chases him down. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Jump! Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Hanging on for dear life. Finishes with the anti-air. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight! Round! Fight!
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Opens him up with the throw. Player 1 didn't rely too much on driving that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Early round super damage for the pressure. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no clear leader in the fight. Drop that on! What are they going to do? Pokes with a kick. The low's blocked. A jump? Impact squash. Changes the flight plan. Drop from on top. Plenty of health. Kneecap overdrive Shoryuken. Gotta do better than that. Blocks the low kick. Baits out the low kick. Wow, okay. Escapes the corner. They picked this time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. They are done.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. And player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important here.
Grabs him, knockdown. And brings out the super. How this one ends with the projectile. Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Sneaks in above.
You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then getting out.
Avoids a dangerous corner situation. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage.
Fighters are at a standstill, not sure what's going on.
Don't mind me, just making a flow chart over here. What'll happen here? Player 1 is dominating this round. Barely blocks the jump in. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Barely hanging on. They have to not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. What now? Will this super art do anything? A jump that was the highest I've ever seen one.
Real.
Player
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. The low kick connects. Starts off zoning with fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? Both looking for an opening. They want to get in and do damage. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's up now?
Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up?
Saw the projectile easily.
They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. We're near the end of the round. I want to see someone shoot their shot. Come on! Check some with the projectile. All right, what's coming next?
What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Smart move to stay on, comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Low, heavy hits, mix up and coming. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Shows a medium kick. What patience to scout out the counterattack. Saraguchi Shoyu connects. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Snap kick sends him spinning. Knockdown and... Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Throws him. Opens him up with the throw. Low heavy. Gotta be mindful of reach. What a smart throw! What now? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Still alive? Still alive! Summer! Closes it out. How'd I lose? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Sonic boom.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Both fighters are getting warmed up. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Low heavy. What are they doing? The low's blocked. Baits out the low kick. Player 2 needs to take advantage. Cross-up attack. Bring the cherry on top. Bring in the heat. Like my pops told me, scared money don't make no money. And kids got plenty. Still ready to pull the trigger on a moment's notice. And whips. They're wide open. The Houdini low block. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Noticeable life lead denied. He gets the counter hit and the win. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? That's a count. Choose out of the quick dash. Player 2 chases him down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 is mixing it up and has him shaking in the corner. Throws him. What's next? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Nails the anti-air. Takes a trip. Shoots off a fireball up close. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Going in? Player 1 comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Fireballs right out of the gate. Tries to do something new and goes for the fireball. Good job blocking a jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack leaves you at a disadvantage, so it's better to try an anti-air instead. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 is holding nice read. Denies them with the somersault kick. Solid anti-air. Risky KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Boom. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Jump! Let's get it. Both fighters are getting warmed up. Clutch, anti-air. Nah, you can't fool anyone with that jump in. Super arch on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. The sinker hit, putting the cherry on top. Like my pops told me, scared money don't make no money. And kids got plenty. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Let's loose a boom. Test the waters with a fireball. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Nothing but space and opportunity at this point. What are they cooking up? Gets into perfect fireball range. Crushes the shin. Notice who connects with the throw. Yo, what's next? Looking for a reaction with that fireball? Boom. Who makes the first move at this range? Fireball pressure. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Burns out. Okay, nobody blinking. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Risky medium kick. Player 2 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that. It is not over. They want that run back. How's it going to unfold? Baits out the low kick. Checks with the medium kick. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Are they trying to bait the jump? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 maintaining the corner. Nice read. Denies them with the somersault. Checks him with the boom. Right lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Hell. Player 2 draws first blood and is on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Fight!
Fireballs right out of the gate. Sonic Boom. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack leaves you at a disadvantage, so it's better to try an anti-air instead. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Snap kick sends them spinning. A quick breather. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Medium kick hit. Right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 has what patience to scout out the counter attack. The Jinrai, what a slick combo to take that round. Player 2 took no time to finish. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side is gonna want to lose this one.
Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. And player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. So they closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage. Block. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Tries to do something new and goes for the fireball. Wrecks him. That was a huge... You're done! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Last chance? It's now or never. The feeling out phase is over. Time to get down. Throws him! Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets the knockdown with the throw. Full SA meters. What a smart throw! Oh, here we go. Gets the counter hit. That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Look at the damage! Dragon Lash. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning it. Putting the cherry on top. Yo, are they actually done? Is this it? Are they dead? Oh, they're hella dead. What a way to close it out. Player
is a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
Round one.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Looking to direct traffic with a fireball. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. It starts off zoning with the fireball. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trip. Player 2 chases him down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Big low reaching heavy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. Both fighters are barely alive. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. It's been a fight, so both players decide to stand down and catch their breath. Throws a projectile. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Medium kick hits. Quick dash in. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for the side switch. Goes low. This is the turning point. They gotta turn it around. KO. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Checks him with the projectile. The low doesn't connect. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Big low reaching heavy. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping tabs on what the opponent is doing. They want to strike quick. Parry. Connects with the medium kick. Going in? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They trade hits. General kick for a mix-up. What'll happen here? Throws a fireball. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Don't mind me. Just making a flowchart over here. Crowns them from above. Are we going to see a comeback here? KO. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Quick dash in. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Chasing them down and peppering them with hits and throws is the way to get them in the corner. Brings it all together. That's some big, juicy KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Gets the jump in. Opens them up with the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Gets the combo.
from low heavy 2. Great pokes, perfect range to zone the opponent. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Field slugging it out. The throw connects. Not close enough for the throw. Reads the throw and the sink. What a smart throw! Knockdown and low heavy. With the clutch throw escape. Both of them back off. They may be prepping for a final exchange. Drive impact misses. Well, this closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Last chance, it's now or never. Shows the medium kick. Baits out the low kick. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of mental burnout. Player 1 is in dark times with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Stunned, you might not want to see this. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Okay, here we go. Player 1 turning it all the way up with the super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Pops him like a cork on New Year's with that decisive finish. Player 2 is a force to